WDI has worked both with LockChain and BID to create a REM BIZ platform that follows all global standards. This means that all of our badges are issued following the open badge standards, and verifiable credentials follow the W3C protocols, ensuring that we are up to date with the latest global standards for all of our technologies. When the user first logs in, the first thing they'll be presented with is the dashboard statistics. This provides a general overview of all the statistics related to the credentials and badges that they have issued. On the home overview page, we start with the stats. Here, we provided the total templates that the issuer has built, the total credential owners for each of those credentials, the total credential templates that have been created, the total badge templates that have been created, as well as the total badge owners. Following that, we go to our recipient activity summary. This includes the total number of badges and credentials that have been issued, the total number that have been opened, the total number of unique views that those badges and credentials have gotten, as well as the total amount of shared that those badges and credentials have gotten, whether it's through social media, through emails, or any other form of sharing. Next, we have the top 3 events, whether these are credentials or badges that have been issued. This shows us the most popular ones that we have, and it gives the user a good understanding of which ones are being used most frequently and where. If users need more in-depth statistics, they're able to go to the Recipient Activity tab. Here, they can filter out through different branches of their institution, different events that they have issued, as well as different timelines for the specific events that they are looking for. Below this, we have information on all the total events, including the total number of issued events, the total number of opened events, the total number of unique views those events have gotten, as well as the total shares. If we want to visualize this a bit better, we've provided a graph for the past 15 days where users can easily see exactly which credentials are doing best and how many times they've been shared, as well as how many views they have gotten. If users want to look at their data divided by what specific regions of the world, whether it's by country, whether it's by state, whether it's by zip code, whether it's by neighborhood, we provide all of that information below. This gives issuers a unique opportunity to look exactly where their credentials are being used and where their credentials have not been used. In the third tab, we have credential engagement. This gives issuers an opportunity to see exactly who has been engaging with their credentials and through what social media platforms they have been. This can be through LinkedIn, email, Facebook, all sorts of things. We also provide other specific engagement events breakdowns. This includes the times that the PDF has been downloaded, some evidence has been added, anytime somebody adds a signature, anytime somebody shares on LinkedIn, and pretty much anything else that the issuer wants to see, we are able to provide them with. In order for users to issue new credentials or badges, we have tried to make the process as easy and quick as possible. They have 2 options. The first one is to click My Credentials if they're interested in verifiable credentials, or they also have the option to click My Badges if they're interested in open badges. Inside My Badges, we have tried to make this process as streamlined as possible. In order to create a new badge, they can go up to the top right corner and click Create a Template. Here, they will be prompted 2 options. They have the option to configure a new badge completely from scratch, or they can choose to clone another badge and go in and edit those fields afterwards. In this case, we're cloning a new badge and going in to edit the configuration. Once we have selected the badge we want to replicate, a copy of it will pop up inside of our menu. Once we are happy with the configured badge we have created, we can then go into Issue New Badge in order to send this badge out to the users that we want to receive them. Here, we have the option to select from the list of badges we have created. And now you will be prompted the option to upload a CSV or an Excel file. We have conveniently provided both templates for these files in order to ensure that the document you upload is fully compatible. This allows you to issue whether it's one badge to one user, one badge to hundreds of users, or a badge to thousands of users, all at once and very quickly. In this preview, we've uploaded the list of all the receivers that we want to get these badges, as well as some of their information. Once we click Issue, the badge will automatically be distributed to all the peoples in the list, and they will receive an email with a prompt of instructions for what to do next. Now that we have issued the badge, to the list of people on our Excel or CSV file, we can go back to the badges screen and see that the number for issued people has gone up. The status here gives us a check, meaning the credential is working. We can also click View to see more specific information on each of the earners that have received this badge. Here's the list of all the users that have received it. If we click View on any of these names, we will be prompted with a bunch of information and details that give us specific information of both the user and the badge itself. We can see the institution that issued it. We can see the name of the badge, the user, the date, the expiration, as well as a bunch of details including client data, operator data, signatures, and history. If we go to the bottom, we're given two options. We can revoke the badge for any specific reason, or we can reissue the badge. If users prefer not to issue credentials manually using the CSV or Excel function we have inside our app, REM BIZ also has API integration. That way you can automate the credential or badge issuance within your unique system. Here we have integrated our API into a demo Moodle page. Complete a lesson and request the issuance of a credential automatically and instantly. They can click Request Digital Certificate or view the PDF of their certificate. If they request a digital certificate, they will be given an email where they can follow the instructions and access their credential. Users have two choices to access their credentials inside their email. They can either open them inside our web app, publicly accessible to anybody with internet, or they can go in and download our REM ID app wallet. This is a self-sovereign identity wallet, which means that it follows all the global standards in ensuring that all the user's information is completely safe. Here, inside the web app, we can see all the information inside our credential, as well as a PDF, as well as a QR code that anybody can scan to view and verify their credential. Users here can share to their social media. However, if they want to unlock all the functions we have, they have to download the REM ID app. When users open the app, they will see all of the credentials they've received and stored. This includes both credentials that have been issued by a verified issuer, such as the top three, which have been favorited, so they stay at the top, or you have personal credentials at the bottom, which are credentials the user might have created, including storing personal information such as passwords, credit card information, or addresses. When you click on the credential, you can see all of the information that's stored in it. This includes the category, the description, as well as anything else the issuer might have added to it. The information stored inside all of these credentials are digitally encrypted. Only the user can access them, only the user can see them. It is completely safe to use. You can click verify and it'll give you all the check marks to make sure it's all in check. Or the user can click to view the full PDF of the credential. It is important to mention that all of these credentials are stored without the need for internet or cellular. This way, if the user's on a plane or somewhere without service, they can still access all this information the same way they would otherwise. Users are also given the option to show and share via QR code, so somebody else can scan the QR code on their phone and instantly verify and receive it on their own. They can share with others inside their contacts, or they can share it directly to social media. If the user clicks the home menu in the top left, they're given several choices. The first, credentials, is the page that the app opens on. The next is initiatives. This is what sets us apart from the rest of the competition and is one of the most powerful tools within the credential space yet. This gives issuers the opportunity to configure and run any type of initiative they want, whether it's scholarship opportunities, job searches, crowdsourcing, quite literally anything. They can create an initiative and users can then interact with that initiative using the credentials that they have earned and stored. If we go to the next thing, we have the contacts, which provides all the contacts inside our REM ID app. We have our QR code, which the user can pull up and anybody else can scan and receive instantly, as well as some upcoming features, such as assets, templates, and points. Users can also back up all their credentials to ensure that they are always stored safely and up to date, as well as click on their REM profile to view information about their profile, such as their personal QR code, as well as other settings.